What is up, guys? My name is Alin and I am a Wix developer, and in today's video I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about Wix SEO, how to rank on Google, how to submit your website to Google, kind of see where you fall in line with your current SEO, and if you are a beginner, this is a great video on how to get started with Wix SEO in general. So I believe this video is going to give you a lot of value. I'm not going to bore you with a long spiel, so honestly, let's get right into it. First, you obviously need a Wix website. So if you haven't already, go to wix.com, create a website, and then you'll eventually be ready to start. This video is for those who already have a website and want to learn about Wix SEO. And just as a fun disclaimer, Wix has a solid SEO foundation. So if you follow the steps in this video, I promise you're going to have awesome success when it comes to ranking your website a lot better than what you currently have right now. So without further delay, let's go ahead and get started. You want to go ahead and go to wix.com. If you have multiple websites like I do, you want to simply hover over your site and click on Select Site. Now, 99.9% of the time, you most likely will just have one website, which is your business. We want to try to rank your business really high, so you'll most likely be in your dashboard. To get started with Wix SEO, you want to go ahead and click on the top right-hand corner, Edit Site. Some of you might actually have quick access at the bottom left-hand corner, so let's hover over that and click on Edit Site. Regardless, what we want to do is load up our Wix editor. So when you click on Edit Site, it'll open up the awesome tool called the Wix editor. That's where generally you use, that's what you use to basically build out your website. So yeah, as long as we're here, we're pretty much ready to start. I'm going to show you guys the foundation of Wix SEO. Wix SEO starts by optimizing every single page and then looking at our SEO as a whole. So here is a really cool website that I built for you guys. It's called Wix Website Templates. I added a cool little description called Alin Baho is a professional Wix developer, hiya, designer and partner who brings an edited and customized collection of Wix website templates for sale. So the premise here is that I'm a Wix developer who sells websites on the internet. And again, here are all the cool little templates that I've kind of put together and want to go ahead and sell. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and optimize this site for SEO. So finally, let's go ahead and get started. If you are in your Wix editor, let's click on the Pages menu on the top left-hand corner right here, and the Pages menu will basically open. From here, this is where we're going to go ahead and get started by optimizing every single one of our pages for our keywords, for our meta tags, for our descriptions, and then I'll get into all that in a moment. First thing we need to do is hover over our first page, click on the three little arrows, click on Settings, and then right here, you'll notice that it says Page Info, Layouts, Permission, and SEO Basics. Let's go ahead and click on SEO Basics, and this is where we're going to basically be working on to help optimize our SEO. Again, we're going to be doing this for actually every single one of our pages, but the most important thing is to know where we actually need to start when it comes to Wix SEO. So, if you notice right here, this is a little snippet, preview on Google. So how do we optimize our SEO? Well, if we scroll down here, there's a nice little field here that says, what's the page title tag? Basically, this is what Google is going to read as your main page, as your main SEO. So if I am a Wix developer and I want to sell templates, I've already gone ahead and created a really awesome template. Wix templates. Wix templates for sale. Well, I could optimize this by saying my company name, my keyword or phrase, and then my location. So let's go ahead and optimize this for SEO. First, I'll type in my name or my business name. In this case, we'll go ahead and type in my name. We'll have a nice little dash here. And then we're going to type in Wix templates for sale. And then I'll end it off with my location. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Now that's a really awesome SEO title. Not only does it have my business name and my website name, but it has a keyword. For example, Wix templates for sale. And then it has my location. Basically, I'm trying to rank really high in my city for a keyword, and I'm providing my business name. For example, Daniel Smith, photography services in Seattle. Or Michael Smith, moving companies in, I don't know, Los Angeles, California. You get the premise. Basically, business name, the keyword, and the actual location. This will help you rank really high. Another one could be swimwear luxury, and then company name, and then location. You get the premise. You don't generally have to have it specific to one word. So for example, you don't have to just have one specific keyword. You could have, again, Alin Baho, Wix support, and Wix templates for sale. And I could just put Canada. So I can mix and match. It's important to know what individuals are going to type into your Google to find you, and then use those keywords in your actual description, in your header. Sorry. So again, when starting with Wix SEO, we need to create a really compelling title. And in order to create a compelling title, we need to be on the Wix SEO Basics, and we need to edit the title. The description is really important because Google picks up on descriptions. So in this case, I've gone ahead and created a really awesome description. Alin Baho is a professional Wix developer and designer who brings his personal collection of Wix website templates for sale. Again, I've gone ahead and typed in as one of my keywords, Wix templates for sale. I have my business name and I have my location. So it's important to add your business name in your description, your keywords. Again, in my case, it's Wix website templates for sale, and then also your location. If you don't have a location, not a problem. But again, it's really important to try to build organically within your city and then grow outwards. So that's pretty much it. That's the basic starting point for all SEO. The Wix title, the Wix description is the first thing you need to do to really optimize. What do we need to optimize? And the keynotes, business name, business keywords and phrases, and then the location. All three of those will basically give you an awesome SEO starting point and foundation. Remember to add the exact same knowledge that we've just learned here to basically the description. Add the business name, description, location, and make it really unique. Again, what we'll want to do is we'll go back to every single one of our pages and make each of these descriptions really, really unique. So for example, I have a page here called Business Templates, Online Store Templates, Community Templates. So let's go ahead and see how I really optimize these templates, these pages, to rank really, really high. So the first thing I've done is I've gone ahead and went into this page. And this page, I really wanted to rank high for anyone who types in business templates. So how did I do that? Again, Wix templates, which is my title. It could be also Alin Baho. But then I've also ended it off with Wix templates for sale. So basically what I've done is for my business page, I've added the business phrase because when individuals type in Wix business templates for sale, I want them to basically land on this page so they can find all the business templates that they need. And the way I've optimized that is by simply adding the word business templates on that page. Likewise, for online store, if we were to look at the online store templates, lo and behold, Wix templates, which is basically my website name or my business name, and then the actual ending, Wix online store templates for sale. That's really awesome. So when it comes to the basic SEO, at least in regards to the titling, you want to make every single page have a unique title. If it's about online bags, then you would type in, for example, Wix templates, awesome online handbags for sale. And that's a really great SEO title. Again, what have we learned about the description? One, the description has to be unique. And two, the description for each one of our pages should have the business name, the website name ideally, the keywords. Other than being unique, it should also have your location. So that's pretty much a nice little flow that we can follow. Business name, keyword, description, and then location. So one more thing we can do to really optimize and set our website apart is to have a backslash. These backslashes are going to really play into effect because if you look at our homepage here, we don't have an option to add basically backslash handbags or backslash business templates for sale on the homepage at least. So what we want to do is the homepage is always going to be www.yourwebsite.com. However, every other page is going to be unique. For example, right here, what's the URL slug? This is really important because it's going to basically set your website to succeed and help your other pages really rank high on Google. What's a great example of this? Well, mywixtemplate.com / instead of consulting templates, maybe I could put business templates. That's amazing. So now I have a full dedicated page / business templates with a lot of great information on it. As you can see, these are all my business templates, and I want people to basically, whoever's looking for business templates, to really look at this and really ultimately land on here. So with that being said, let's go back to the SEO, go back to SEO basics, and now let's go ahead and look at our online store. I want to give you one more example of this. Well, if you look right here, mywebsite.com / online store templates. It's really important to do your research about specific keywords so that you know 100% what exactly individuals are typing in so that your backsplashes make sense. What we could technically do is store templates. That's another option. But again, the most important thing is that when starting with Wix SEO, we need to work on the basic level. So again, basic level. What do we have in the basic level? Well, in the basic level of Wix SEO, we have the title, we have the description, and then on every single other page, we have something called a backslash. These backslashes are gonna basically help us rank really high in regards to our other pages, which might not get found immediately. Again, it doesn't matter how many pages, but we really need to make sure that the backslashes get basically set up first. With that being said, that's all you need to know in regards to the basic. So let's go ahead and move on to social share, and then we're gonna work on advanced SEO, and that's really gonna basically be the end of the video. One thing I wanna basically add that is so important for you guys. In order to rank really high, Google basically shows the user who typed in a key phrase or a specific keyword the most rich, relevant content. And in order to be a really rich, relevant content, you need to have really great descriptions on your website. So for example, Wix website templates is my title of my business and my website. It's important that somewhere within your website, you want to generally, when building your website, click on add text, and basically add text that basically will be your specific business name or header. And then you obviously want to add descriptive information, verbiage. So in my case, obviously you guys have developed your website story, and you've basically put all the content in, images, text, and you're really happy with it. But just be mindful that to add keywords within your descriptions and your headers will really help you rank higher, because Google's trying to understand what your website's about. And when you add, for example, Wix website templates, and then if you add really good descriptions, it's going to further your cause and really cement what you're about, and that's going to help you ultimately rank higher. So with that being said, there's one thing I want to go into, and that's called labeling your H1 header and labeling your description. So you want to just do this one time. It doesn't matter kind of where you have it. Ideally, if you have an introductory header, that's where you want to label this text as an H1. You basically want to double click this text. When this little pop-up comes up, if you scroll down to the bottom in SEO and accessibility, you want to make sure that this is set as an H1. That means this is your main header. And then your description, you want to click on this, scroll down to the bottom, and under SEO, you want to go ahead and make sure that this is a paragraph, so that Google understands that this is our SEO header and this is our SEO paragraph, so that they can quickly read what the website's about on the back end. And that's a really awesome tip for you guys, because some people will have H1 here, H1 here, H1 here, H1, H2, H3, H4. You really want to simplify it for Google. You ideally want to have one H1 header, and a paragraph right here. And then if you are going to be using multiple bylines or really bold titling or big phrases, or want to use more than one keyword in your website, just make sure to have one H1 header. So again, how you can do that is you can go through every single one of your texts, scroll down to the bottom, and just make sure that nothing more than one is under H1. It could be H2, H3, H4, H5, but just make sure to have one H1 header. You can have one H1 header per page. So for example, business templates, because this is a brand new page and we want to rank really high, and because under our SEO basic, we have a custom title for it, we have a custom description, and then we have a custom back URL, we want to go ahead and create a custom H1, right? So in my case, this is just an example. Obviously, I should have a much better H1 header. For example, Wix business templates, right? And then obviously I should go here, double click it all, and then make sure that it's not an H6 but an H1. So each page can have its own header and authority. So with that being said, we are pretty much ready to move forward onto the social sharing aspect of our website. Let's go ahead and go back to the homepage. Let's go ahead and go to settings. Let's go ahead and go back to SEO basics. And then let's go ahead and go back to social sharing. This is really interesting. It doesn't specifically affect your website, but what it does is it actually allows you to, when you share your link, your www, your domain, to Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or even via text, it allows you to modify how people are going to look at your website when sharing. So in this case, you get to have a title, you get to have a description, and then you get to upload an image. So in this case, let's go ahead and upload an image real quick. Let's go to Unsplash at the bottom left-hand corner. And in this case, I'm going to type honestly, this case, I'm just showing you an example, web, or what about coding? Here, there, we're going to type in coding. We're going to press any image, press add to image, and voila. Now, when people share my www domain, mystunningwebsite.com, they will go ahead and get an image, a description, and a nice little thumbnail description. And then you can also go to Twitter and see how it's going to look on Twitter. And then, like I said, it's always going to look like this when you share your link. Again, I want to show you that because it's really, really important. And what does that mean? Well, your branding is going to look really on point. You get to control how it looks when sharing. And those are two really valuable things that you might have as a competitive advantage visually. Again, if we want to go to the business templates or online store templates or whatever we're doing, remember that every single one of these pages can have a custom social share, custom image, custom name, custom template. Again, I'm going to go here. I'm just going to click on this. I'm going to press add, and voila. I now have two different images, one right here, one right here. But again, that's related to social sharing. So you can control how your website is shown visually on social with the social share. Now, let us all go under the Advanced SEO tab. This is pretty much what is going to give you the competitive advantage when working with Wix SEO for the first time, or if you're a veteran and you really want to optimize your website and take it to the next level. There are two main areas we're going to work on today. It's going to be called a JSON-LD structured data, which is right here. And then we want to go ahead and click on additional tags, which is right here. It's really important to understand what this is going to help you do. So structured markup data is going to basically help you rank really, really high when it comes to something called a Google rich result. A Google rich result, when you're typing into Google, is generally a little snippet. If, for example, you typed in, I don't know, you could type in, for example, how to chroma key a car, for example, or how does something work? Google will basically go through the whole entire internet and try to find you a little blurb, a little description that they can show up as a rich result, which is basically results that come up rank 0, which is ultimately everybody's dream. So let's go ahead and allow your website content to have a chance to come up as a rich result. If I typed in Wix developers, then hopefully what could generally happen is having your website basically capture, having Google basically capture a little bit of a snippet in the description and then show that description to an individual. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in Wix developers in Canada. Let's see what comes up. Lo and behold, this is what they call a rich result right here. But you'll also notice competitively, here I am. I believe I'm top 3 worldwide if you type in Wix developers in Canada. So I definitely encourage you to check out this little ranking here. But let's go ahead and help you rank really, really high on Google, again, using the which snippet. So going back here, going back to shop, settings, basic SEO, hopping over to SEO. And what I'm going to do for the very, very first time is I'm going to go ahead and remove the current markup I have. I'm going to hover over structure, data markup, and go hover over this little I, and I'm going to click on learn more. Basically, Wix is going to say, hey, listen, you can create a rich result by, I believe, using this tool. So go scroll down to step number 1, create your markup, and click on this link, this markup generator tool, and it will open up a website called technicalseo.com. When you're here, we want to click on this little drop down, and we want to create a markup for a website. So as you can see, drop down, click on site. Now, this is basically your markup. We're going to copy this directly into Wix. But what I really want to do here is I want to really give you the competitive advantage. So let's go ahead and do this. Under the basic SEO, the title that we created here, let's right click this, copy it, and go back to our structured data and then technicalseo.com. And where it says website name, let's paste that in right there. And then what we can do is we can then go ahead and type in our URL. Ideally, what I'd like to do is always grab, go to the live website, grab the URL right here. And then what we can do is paste the URL so I can get the HTTPS. This right here is your markup. The reason why we added the actual SEO name for our basic inside our markup is to reiterate to Google what we're about. So let's go ahead and copy this little script right here, all of it, copy, go back here, go back under the advanced, go back to structured data, and then click on add markup. Now we're just gonna call this Google rich results. And then you can name this anything you want, to be honest, rich markup, whatever. We're gonna right click and we're gonna paste this in. We're gonna press apply. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on this 3 little dots here and we're gonna test on Google, because what we wanna do is we wanna see, does your page support rich results? So we're gonna press test code. And if it does, then we have a really, really awesome competitive advantage over our competitors. And voila. Valid items are eligible for Google rich results. Congratulations. Your website has a really awesome chance to ranking high when it comes to rich results. So what I really recommend for you is once you're done the structured data, I recommend putting the structured data honestly on every single one of your pages. Again, by doing that, you simply go to Wix templates, which is our next page, going to advanced SEO, hovering over this little structured data, clicking on the little I, clicking on learn more, scrolling down here, step 1, generate this tool. And then again, once we're back to technical SEO, scroll down, website. The difference is that when we're on this page, we're gonna go back to basic and we're gonna use our modified specific page name. And then we're gonna go ahead and paste it. Again, paste the URL, mywebsite.com / and then let's go ahead and use our / for the business. And voila. Now that is a custom markup for this page specifically. How we apply that is clicking here, add markup, pasting it. We just simply paste what's here. That is going to give you a really awesome competitive advantage. So the final thing that we need to do is the following, okay? We need to go ahead and on every single one of our pages, add something called custom meta tags. And these custom meta tags will allow us to expand our keywords. It's really, really important to expand our keywords because, well, we want to try to rank really, really high. So let's go ahead and click on additional tags. Let's go ahead and expand this down. And you'll notice that it says chronicle, site name, type, and URL. Let's go ahead and click on add new meta tag. And I'm going to go ahead and actually paste this code into my description. So in the video box description below, so below this video, there's a description, copy and paste the URL, the little link that the little code that I'm gonna go here and replace my keywords with your keywords, and that should be more than enough. You can add, I believe, up to 10 to 20 keywords per page. So meta tags, let's go ahead and go here real quick. I'm gonna update this. I'm gonna copy what I created for you. Again, I'm gonna leave this in the description and we're gonna simply paste. And basically it says meta name equals keywords, content equals, and then we have keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword, comma. Again, what I would put in my first keyword would be website templates for sale. Your next keyword, online store templates for sale. My next keyword, I'll do this the last one, business templates for sale. And I could put one more, for example, my apologies, Wix templates for sale, right? I'm gonna press apply and voila. It now actually adds an additional tag called keywords. It right away knew what the tag was, so it automatically modified that for you. So you're probably thinking, will this make an improvement on my Wix SEO? And yes, 100% you're gonna see a dramatic increase in regards to the structure of your website. What more can we do to really help our website rank higher? One, you can actually reach out to me on email or on comments or on the Wix marketplace, and I could give you some really awesome insights You can hire me as a developer to do the SEO for you, which would give you a little bit of a promised result. Or you can follow the Wix video that you're looking at here and really help your website rank much higher. So if you have any other questions regarding Wix SEO, definitely leave the notes and the comments down in the box below, and I'll definitely answer all your questions for you. But this is how you can get started with Wix SEO at the basic level, social level, and the advanced level. And then what you want to do at the top, at the final step, is on the top right hand corner, click on publish, and then you are done with everything you need in regards to SEO on the editor. Again, I really encourage you to reach out to me, and if you haven't already, this, honestly, I'm a part-time YouTuber who really creates content for you guys absolutely free. So subscribing really helps grow this channel, and I look forward to creating more awesome YouTube videos for you, all related to Wix. And without further delay, see you later. Best of luck, and be sure to definitely submit your project to Google Search Console. And if you have any questions on that, definitely don't hesitate to reach out. Cheers, guys.